The Laws of Ascension, Chapter 70, Wolf Mask. I didn't call you here for the crowd, but it is your fault. The crowd is made up of bettors from your champion match. They're trying to use the fact that it ended due to the champion's illegal move as a way to get their money back. They're backed by the buyers I had lined up for the soul flowers, though, so it's gotten a bit more complicated. The buyers are pretty mad I couldn't sell them their flowers. Soren explains, causing Lorik to laugh. Now feels like the right time to tell you this, Lorik says with a smirk. I had originally only asked for 3 flowers, knowing you'd refuse. I'd then backed down to 2 flowers, pressuring you with the crowd to make you agree. But Torvin interrupted and made you accept. Lorik explains, causing Soren's face to twist in shock and regret. You son of a bitch, Soren mutters, while leaning back and sighing. So what'd you do with the 3rd flower? I imagine you had a use for the first 2 in mind, if you were willing to settle for them. I gave it to her, Lorik says while pointing to Vera standing behind him. Why'd you give it to her? Are the rumors of your affair true? Soren asks, half teasingly, causing Lorik to scoff. Fuck off. I gave it to her because she got stabbed by the bear bitch. Lorik explains, stunning him. You gave her a priceless flower because she got stabbed? You realize how many people get stabbed down here on a weekly basis? Soren asks, causing Lorik to shrug. She's the first to get stabbed because of me. Besides, the hell else was I supposed to do with the flower? I don't need the money or anything. I can earn enough for Torvin without selling it. And I don't plan on buying a house or land anytime soon, so I might as well have given it to someone instead of letting it rot in my rings. Lorik says, causing Soren to shake his head. He lowers his head into his hands exasperatedly. To think I'm going through this because of Torvin and your lack of greed? Soren mutters. Hey, I'm plenty greedy. Lorik replies as Soren sits up. Sure you are. Now get out of here. I have a mob to break up thanks to a certain someone. Soren says while waving his hand, blame your champion, or better yet, blame me and take the wolf mask back. Lorik says while turning and walking to the door. Oh, hell no. It took so damn long to make you accept the pup position. You're keeping the mask. Soren shouts as Lorik and Vera leave his office. Are you hungry? Lorik asks Vera as they walk down the halls. I could eat. Are we going back to the Purple Duck? Vera asks. We could, or we could go to a brothel. There are a few that double as restaurants. They have some good food. Lorik says, causing Vera to stop and grab his shoulder. Have you gone to a brothel? She asks in shock, surprising him. Yes. Oh, but only once after I turned 18. They use tools to determine a person's age before entering. But Rabbit and Crow were with me. I mentioned in passing to Torvin that I was finally 18, and they wanted to celebrate a late birthday. Lorik replies. And they took you to a brothel? Vera asks, finally letting go of his shoulder. It was Crow's suggestion. People were speculating about my age given my height. As I've been here for years, people knew I was a kid. It was getting annoying, dealing with people trying to guess my age, so Crow brought me there. This way, we'd essentially declare I was 18 to the entire black market without actually needing to say anything. So you didn't do anything else at the brothel? Vera asks as they leave the arena. No, I'm not interested in their services if that's what you're asking. Whores are a waste of money if you ask me. Lorik says as they push their way through the crowd. The hell they are! A man in the crowd shouts, gathering the others' attention. You're only saying that because paying a woman is the only way they'll get in bed with your ugly mug. Lorik shouts back without hesitation. The crowd that was verbally arguing with the hunting dogs now bursts into laughter. Even a few of the dogs start laughing as well. Let's go to the Purple Duck, Vera says after they leave the crowd. All right. But if you're going to keep coming down here, we should eat at a brothel at least once. You seem to have this idea of them being, well, you just view them in a bad light. While I'm not their biggest fan either, they're not that bad. A lot of the whores are actually really nice and kind, so you should take a look if you're planning on keeping your involvement in the black market. Lorik says as they walk. I'll think about it, Varia replies before pausing. What do you mean by keeping my involvement? She asks after a moment. People down here know me, and since you always either come with me or to look for me, they're learning about you too. They don't know either of our identities, but they know of Cat now. Even more so when what I did to the stone bears circulates, if it hasn't already. The point is, people know you now because of how much time we spent together and how I fought the bears in retaliation for you getting stabbed. So you can't consider yourself as a regular member of the black market. Lorik explains, causing her to nod in thought. They get to the purple duck while she continues thinking. As they walk to the stairs, a few other customers call out to them. They ask Fox if he's really a wolf pup now. But Lorik ignores them and goes straight upstairs. They go to the same room at the end of the hall and enter. "Could you show me to Wolf Mask?" Vera asks as they sit. "Why?" Lorik asks, causing her to shrug. "I'm just curious what it looks like," Vera replies, causing Lorik to chuckle. "You're really curious, aren't you? Just like a cat." Lorik says, causing her to start laughing. "Maybe this mask was fated to be mine," Vera says as Lorik takes the wolf mask out of his ring. He takes his fox one off and places it over his face. A wolf pup's face appears immediately. Its jaw is closed and it's staring ahead with determined eyes. As Vera admires the mask, there's a knock on the door. It opens and the woman with the purple duck mask greets them. She pauses when she sees Lorik in the wolf mask. "Don't worry about this. As you probably heard, I was recently appointed wolf pup. I just wanted to try the mask on real quick. I'll be changing back in a moment," Lorik says before she says anything. The woman nods before collecting herself. She takes their order before closing the door and leaving. "What was that about?" Vera asks as Lorik changes back to his fox mask. There are times when Torvin and Soren need to do official work and examine the black market's businesses, or other times when they go speak with the leaders of other powers, like the Stone Bears. When they do, they wear their wolf masks. They also wear them on any interactions with the kingdom. So now wearing it is a symbol that you're officially checking something or doing something that'll affect the black market. That's also why I can't just wear it around whenever. Though if I become wolf, then I would wear it all the time. Unless I wanted my face in the open like Torvin and Soren. Lorik explains as they take the jaws of their masks off. "What was your first acupuncture like?" Vera asks after a moment. "It was something else. Torvin first did it to me when I was 16. He started me off on weak poisons, like I'll be doing for you, but it still hurt like hell. So make sure to brace yourself first," Lorik says. "What made you want to do that?" Vera asks, causing him to think about it. "Nothing much, really. Torvin just said it'd make my body stronger. I was already eating the demon fingers, but my body wasn't getting stronger from it. I didn't know about physical levels at the time, though, so I wasn't positive. But after telling Torvin about it, he recommended acupuncture. I decided to do it, as being stronger would help in the arena, and when I went to the woods. I didn't plan on comprehending a law back then, though, so I didn't plan on using stronger poisons. But Torvin convinced me when I was 17 to do it again. After turning 18 and comprehending my law, I thought it'd be good to up the poison to increase its effect," Lorik explains. As he finishes speaking, the woman returns with their food. After placing it on the table, she leaves. "While we're on the subject," Vera says before stabbing a piece of her chicken breast with a fork, "how exactly did you comprehend your law? I don't think you told us the story." "There's not much to tell, really. I was hunting a group of 4 deer. I've told you about using my soul ability with a bow, right?" Lorik asks while holding his hand out. His bow appears in his hand, and in his other hand, a small blue sword appears. He knocks it on the bow quickly for demonstration before putting them away. "I noticed I got a weird feeling when I was aiming. I felt like I could predict the rough directions the deer would take when I shot. I could feel the first would fall to my shot. The others would scatter in various directions. When I shot, they all moved how I felt. After some more hunts, I determined it was a law. So I moved on to meditating and trying to comprehend it. That's when I learned my first hunter's vision spell. As this happened a few months before the academy started, I decided to try enrolling. I was more shocked that I got accepted than anything else, even more so when we were placed on Team 1. Lorik explains, causing her to nod. "I thought humans had to find their laws in nature first, but it sounds like you comprehended it just like us demons do. You sensed the law, then meditated and discovered it. The only difference is you didn't have to choose from a few of them. You could just take it. Vera replies, surprising him. Really? I thought it was that hunt with the deer that led to me comprehending it without knowing. Lorik says, causing her to smile. Lorik, you may be a genius when it comes to comprehending your laws. You're probably the highest leveled first year at the academy. But do you think it's possible for people to unknowingly comprehend a law? Vera asks, causing Lorik to think about it. I'll have to ask Master about this, Lorik says with a shrug before going back to eating. Vera starts laughing, seeing that confusing Lorik. He stops mid-bite and just stares at her. Since half his face is covered, Vera laughs harder, imagining his confused expression.